Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I last updated my video. I hope you are keeping well. I have also been good. And yeah, today I wanted to show you how to make this beautiful knot pillow. I have seen it in a lot of DIYs that people are making knot pillow out of fabric and different other materials, and I wanted to try it with crochet. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's go ahead. Alright, so for this project, I'm gonna be using this beautiful dark olive green color yarn, although it appears a little bit different in camera. Anyway, this is a non-branded local yarn that I bought from a nearby store, and I believe it's a worsted weight yarn. So, because the yarn is thinner, I'm gonna be using a 3.50 millimeter crochet hook, or you can use a 4 millimeter crochet hook if you're also using a worsted weight yarn, or if you're using a chunkier yarn, then you can go for a bigger hook size. So these two, and then we will be needing a needle to sew in later on, a scissor to cut the yarn, and also we will be using this polyester fillings to fill up our tube. So these are all the materials that we need, and I'm not sure how much this is, but probably it's about 100 gram or so. So once I have completed that, I will let you know how much of this I have used for the project. Oh yes, also you'll be needing a measuring tape and a stitch marker. And so our tube begins with a small circular round like this. Even if you're using different materials and different hook size, you can always measure to see that the diameter is 5 centimeter. So it should be about 5 centimeter and you're good to go. Anyway, I believe you know how to make a round like this, and lately I have been making a lot of projects based on rounds and circles, so I don't want to be repeating myself again. But if you're an absolute beginner and you don't know how to make a round, I will leave it in the description box for you to check out, and also at the end screen. Also, there are lots of tutorials available on YouTube, so you may check them out. Anyway, let's get back to the project. So with this round, now you can take off your marker. We don't need this anymore. From now on, you will just be putting single crochet all around until the project completes. I mean, of course, at the end, you will be decreasing it to close off the round, but until then, we will just be putting single crochet on and on. So you don't have to count the rows, you don't have to count the number of stitches. Just make sure that you don't accidentally increase or decrease the stitches, otherwise the tube will not be even. So just put single crochet all around and round and round until you have reached the desired length. So just keep putting one single crochet into every stitch all around. With this yarn and hook size, I made a total of 6 rows to attain that 5 centimeter diameter. So depending on your hook size and the yarn that you're using, the rows might differ. So keep putting one single crochet all around, and after a few rows I will show you the next step. So after a few rows, your tube would have grown like this, and then you keep on stuffing as you crochet. After a few inches of crochet, you stuff it and then crochet it and then stuff it again, because if we leave it too long without stuffing, then when you stuff it later on, it might turn out uneven. And I have a tip, that is, when you are stuffing it, just kind of mesh your polyester like this. That way, it doesn't create unevenness unevenness while stuffing. So uh, I find it better when I do like that. The size seems to be coming off better. So stuff it like that. And then you continue to crochet. Of course, it is much easier when you're working on a piece of fabric which is already prepared for you. You just have to sew the ends and stuff it. It's much easier that way, but it's just how we crocheters and knitters like to work. We like to build our project working stitch by stitch through every one of them, and the satisfaction that you get from it is, that's different. Anyway, it's gonna be a very, very long project. It will take you some time, so you can binge into one of your favorite series and continue to work on. Also, don't forget to stretch your arms from time to time and relax your fingers. Don't put too much pressure, and I will see you on the next part of the step on how to knot the pillows. And just one more thing, the selection of yarn width and the crochet hook size is very important while working on a project. Say, if I had taken a big hook size like 5 or 6 millimeter for this yarn width, then I would have loose stitch and all my stuffings would be seen through. Also, some of them can even come out through the stitches, and I do not want that. Also, if my hook size is small, like 2 millimeter crochet hook, then I will have a really nice and tight stitches, but the growth of this will be very slow. And since this is going to be a very, very long tube, I do not want a slow growth either. So I have chosen a hook size that is 3.50 millimeter crochet hook, which is in between, I would say, in order to obtain the desired result. So now the stuffing is not seen through, or the growth is also not too slow. So in case you are thinking of changing your hook size or yarn weight, keep this in mind. It would be helpful for you. Alright, so this is how long the tube turns out to be. At first, I thought that the green yarn would be sufficient, but then it seems I had to improvise and use another color yarn to make up for the length. So there are 3 meters each, and I think the green yarn I had used about 300 grams. So 300 grams each, that would be about 600 grams of yarns in total. So if you're planning to make this, make sure that you had a lot of yarn ready, so that you don't end up like me, have or you can choose your own color and try mixing it up, putting your creativity in. All right, so I had crocheted differently, so I'm joining it up in the middle. So when you do that, it's a simple whip stitch that is attaching both this. So you make sure that you have stuffed it enough, and then just whip stitch it. So whip stitching is very easy. What you have to do is just pick up a loop from this side and connect it with the loop from this side, and then just pull it together like that. Again, taking the loop from both the side and just stitching it up. Now that close up the gap. And that's how you do it. So it's a simple stitch like this. Tighten it up like this, and then you can pass through the body of the yarn, whichever color you took. So pass it through once, pass it through twice, and then you can trim off the yarn. Alright, now comes the most exciting part of the whole project, that is turning this tube into the knot pillow. Okay, we're gonna start with one end, and the knot that we are going to be tying today is similar to that of a Turk's head knot. Yeah. Okay, so let's begin. Take one end of the tube like this, and then bring it like this. Now you have two loops. Okay, so placing the two loops like this, we are going to take this whole thing this side. Okay, and then take the other end, cross over this one, pick up the loop, pick up the tube here, and then over this, and then under this, and just pull through. And then you're going to leave a small loop out here like this again. So we have 1, 2, 3 loops now. Then we bring this, just try to make sure that the loops are of the same size. And now we're gonna bring this under this one, make a small loop here too. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 loops. And then we're gonna pass above this and below this second tube. Okay, so now after you have done that, now we have 4 loops, so we're just gonna repeat and continue. You repeat this line, this, or now the white tube will follow this one all the way through, just as we had done, and then repeat this and end it here. So let me do it with you. Take the end, pass through, bring the loop, same, then under this loop, above this, here, and then through this. Then under this again, under this loop, okay. Now this area is a bit big, so we're gonna change that. Okay, so yeah, this, okay, so yes. Yeah. So, and on the wrong side, you can arrange it like this and sew it up with the needle and yarn so that it will stay and not come out. So yeah, same here. You can arrange it in any way and then close it up. So here is our beautiful knot pillow. I hope you like the process. Alright, so this is one type, and the other one is with the same method. You just have to bring down this one. Slide it like this. And then it forms something like this. Okay, so with this formation, alright, so it forms something like this. So with this, we are going to tighten the loops wherever it is loose. Just like before, just pick out, let's say this one. I want to tighten this. Just roll this one and stuff it inside. Yeah, like this. And this one too. Okay. And in order to secure this one, you might end up stitching it up. You can do that, or even this is just secure. So you can either take it this way or this way, and that's it. This is the second type of knot pillow. Yeah. Now I have shown you how to make these two type of knots, but there are lots of other ways to tie the knots, so check it out for yourself on the internet and put your creativity into it. And that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up and please consider subscribing to my channel. I'll see you in my next video with another tutorial. Till then, bye for now.